This video will go over the overview for week 5. So if we take a look at the deadline for our assignments this week, we are back to a Sunday deadline, September 20th by midnight. It's also a note that I will be available from 9:30 to 10:45 on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. These are my office hour times. And for this week, because we are working to revise and edit and cite and format our consumer artifact analysis essay this week, there are several ways that you can get support from me this week. You can schedule an appointment with me through Zoom during these office hours, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:45. You can also, as always, email me with any questions or concerns that you might have about the essay, about the discussion assignments, or about anything. You can also send me your draft. So we had a rough draft due this last week. And what I'd like us to do is to do some revision and editing and citing and formatting on our draft this week. But at some point in this process, if you find yourself not able to go forward or you're having some difficulties with the draft, by all means, reach out to me, send me a draft. I will take a look at it and provide some feedback. The only thing that I ask is that not only do you send me the draft, but you also send me some questions and concerns that you have about the draft. So in other words, this is meant to be done after you've done some initial analysis and evaluation of your own, and you're bringing me in to help with that process to figure out just how to make your paper stronger and more effective, and I'd be happy to help you out with this step of the process. We also have available to us the Reading and Writing Center, and I'll go over that in a few minutes, but this is going to be another really strong resource for us, not only for this assignment, but going forward. So if we take a look at the specific assignments for the week, they look pretty typical from what we've seen over the last few weeks. We have a few readings to go over, 2 reading selections out of our textbook, Science of Life, and then 1 page from this module on our course site. And really, this material is covering more topics on using outside sources, how to bring them in correctly and effectively, and then also making sure that we cite them in the correct ways according to the system that we're using for the class, which is the Modern Language Association. We're also taking a look at another sample essay out of our textbook this time and doing some continued work on our analysis and evaluation skills. This is, again, looking at our long-term goals of improving our reading and writing and critical thinking skills, and being able to analyze and evaluate written texts is really important to doing some of the work I'm actually asking you to do this week, which is to be able to look at your own essay and ask yourself, how do I make this paper stronger and more effective? And we do that by analyzing and evaluating. So some little practice there, as well as some further information to help you with your work this week. And then I'm asking you to jump into that really important, maybe the most important step of the writing process, and that is to get back into your paper once you have a rough draft and look to strengthen the paper, make it more effective, and of course make it as error-free and also adhering to our citation system. And so this step of the process is broken down into smaller steps, and so I have available 3 pages this week that go over in sequence the steps we should take. So we start with some larger revision elements under global revision. So these are things like concerning yourself with the thesis and your support paragraphs and the connections made between all of your parts, etc. And then covering things like the sentence level concerns, clarity, as well as word choice here, and then also turning our attention to grammar, mechanics, and punctuation for the editing step. Then we also cover the necessary step of citing our outside sources. We are bringing in outside sources for this paper, so we do need to spend some time citing them, making sure that we cite them both within the essay and then also provide a works cited page at the end. In addition, we're also using the MLA system for formatting, so this step will cover the formatting for our paper as well. The next assignment is, as it says here, an optional but encouraged assignment, and that is to reach out and use the Reading and Writing Center at MPC. There are many ways that you can use the center to help you with your consumer artifact analysis essay. You're really looking here to get some feedback from experienced readers, faculty, tutors to help you with your revision and editing process. So they can help you with global concerns, they can help you with local concerns, they can help you with editing, and they can help you with citations and formatting. So any of these concerns they can help you with. There are many ways that you can reach out to the Reading and Writing Center for assistance. They offer synchronous appointments through Zoom, one-on-one live hour-long appointments. They also offer asynchronous essay review, which means that you can drop it off with them, your essay, and they will review it and they will provide feedback. They will also offer some drop-in hours as well, and more are to come. And as it says here, you can access all of these services through the WC Online tile in your Lobo Apps dashboard. It's going to be right there near your Canvas app on that page. So once again, this is not a required step of the process for our paper, but really encourage the Reading and Writing Center is a great resource for us, not only for this paper, but going forward. So again, take a look at utilizing this resource this week. So if we take a look at the next assignment, it is the discussion assignment for the week, and it really is focused on demonstrating that you're doing the work you need to for this week, including the reading and also the steps of the writing process, as well as helping us, or at least I should say, discussing these various ideas and issues that come out of the reading and out of our work with this step of the process. So just a number of questions here to address all the various assignments for the week, and also help us to better understand these steps and better actualize the work that we're doing this week. Do notice that I try to be very specific. I give you lots of options, but I also be very specific at what I am expecting for each one of these questions. And if you'll notice in the discussion assignment itself, these various parts of the assignment are highlighted so that you know what is expected. Because I do give you a lot of options here on how to answer these questions, but then I give you very specific instruction on what I expect. Okay, so that is assignment number 4. And the final assignment for this week is to finish up that consumer artifact analysis essay and submit it. And so the final draft of the consumer artifact analysis essay will be due here on Sunday. And I do have the basic requirements here to keep in mind as you are looking to submit this final draft. So just remember that, like all of our assignments for the class, there is a minimum word count. This one is 1,200 words for this assignment. And then we also have a requirement of 2 outside sources for this essay, so they have to be there as well. In addition, I am also requiring that you use the Modern Language Association system of citation, and that includes providing a works cited page at the end, so that must be there as well. And then the final requirement, of course, is that the essay does represent a consumer artifact analysis essay focused on persuading us of a socially and culturally significant idea connected to your artifact. So these are the basic requirements for the assignments. I have them here, and I have them in a couple other places in the module. Just make sure that you satisfy these basic requirements in order to qualify for a passing grade. Once you have these satisfied, then it is all about the quality of the essay. Also keep in mind, we do have a late assignment policy for the class. If you are having a difficult time finishing up this assignment and could really use some extra time, you are allowed to turn in one formal essay up to a week late without a grade penalty. So if you need to use it for this assignment, please do so. Take advantage of this late assignment policy and turn in your essay a week from Sunday, from the deadline. All right, everybody, that's it for this week. And as I mentioned earlier, don't hesitate to reach out to me for assistance. I know this is a big week. There's a lot going on, and our first big formal essay is due. But again, I'm here to help, to support you in your work. And again, so is the Reading and Writing Center. So reach out if and when you need. Good luck, everyone.